Hey everybody, it's Moses and Chris coming at you live from the Lay Frame headquarters. What up, Chris? How you doing?
Living the dream.
Are you ready for this, bro?
No.
You're not?
No. Nobody
We
is.
got the one and only, the man, the guy who is literally making manifolds and knocking them out the game. But we're gonna find out who this man really is behind all that. The one and only Mr. Chad Chris. How you doing there, man?
What's
What's
up,
going
guys?
on?
How's it going?
Ignore my wife's Starbucks collection.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. Look at that.
It's like a
You got a,
fifth
you got
of
a
what is
Stanley back there somewhere?
actually in here.
Holy shit,
Holy
dude, that's a
cow.
lot.
There's so much.
Holy shit.
Is that all of them, or are there more in the kitchen cabinets?
No, there's enough to fill a 12 by 8 room. It's like this all the way around the room.
Holy cow, that's a lot.
Damn.
Damn.
You got a Stanley up in there somewhere, probably? A pre-Stanley, maybe? Yeah, he's gonna grab one now.
It's over there.
So, oh
Yep,
shit,
there
there
it
we
is.
go.
There's hella in here. There's probably 40 Stanleys right there.
All right, man. Well,
She
thank you
said,
for coming on, bro. Thank you for being on the show.
Oh, no
If
problem.
any of you don't know, Chad Chris is a designer in his own business, running Chad Chris Designs. You used to do drawings. You were doing drawing for renderings, right? For vehicles or just anything in general?
Originally back in 03, 04, I was working at sign companies and stuff, doing Photoshop stuff, and then I kind of jumped into my own, business doing vehicle renderings and stuff. It never went crazy. It was just I liked doing video, or not video, but image editing and stuff like that, and that's where Chad Chris Design actually started. It was all I was doing vehicle renderings for people for hella cheap.
Yeah.
Back in like 04, 05.
Oh wow. And then from there, just what, slowly but surely, you just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna start building parts." And
Well,
or did you own something when you were like, "Oh shit, can't find parts now"?
yeah, I had a hard body, and I actually this whole thing, the parts and custom parts stuff, started back because I couldn't even afford drop spindles. I mean, you buy a $500 truck and drop spindles were $300 shipped.
Yep.
Like I couldn't afford hard body drop spindles. I was poor. I worked at Rent-A-Center or something like that. So
Yeah.
I created a front suspension package for a Nissan hardbody, just kind of in an apartment garage back in 2010 that allowed a hardbody to lay on a 22 without even a drop spindle on it, and it cost like the same for me to build it as buying drop spindles.
Yeah. So from there, you just slowly starting.
It got out of hand pretty fast. Embarrassingly, I actually got hired by Joe Morrow, a chassis tech airbag it in 2012 to come in and engineer suspensions for them. And I lived there for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, and I didn't like it. What they had me doing was pretty shisty stuff.
So you weren't. It was you. You didn't want to put your name behind that, pretty much.
Absolutely not. It was
He's like, no.
He's like, oh hell no.
Like everyone knows Airbag it from all their crappy stuff they sell, but I wasn't in that division. I was in the engineering department, and I mean it really wasn't engineering. It was R&D. It was pretty much rip off and distribution. I come in the morning and there'd be a Heights front kit for a 32 Roadster sitting on my desk, and you'd be like, I need you to make the files for this, and I'm like, no. And that was pretty much the end of me working there.
Yeah,
it was just I don't rip off other people's stuff.
Yeah,
I refuse. So I can come up with my own stuff. I don't need to copy Heights, one of the best suspension companies in the world.
Yeah. So from there, when actually did you break off and start doing the designing of the manifolds, or did you just?
There's a pink tumbler in there.
Yeah, I know. There's fucking Bam. Chris,
Bam.
now you met
What
Bam.
up, David? You're gonna get a lot of.
Probably is a pink one in there. You got the pink tumbler. My wife doesn't like pink. she's more of a purples and greens type of lady. So she
Yeah.
usually gets pink cups and stuff. If there's a pink cup here, it's because it's worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
But the manifold thing, I had an idea in like mid 2018 of a valve I wanted to do, and I'd used VU4s on literally every single vehicle ever. I don't think I put brass valves on anything in the last 15 years.
Yeah.
But mid 2018, I had an idea. I was like, man, I had to run sensors all over my vehicle because I had a Dakota Digital, set up. So there was wires running everywhere. I'm like, this is stupid. Like, this is a lot of work to run these wires from each bag just to figure out my pressure. And I was like, it'd be so much easier if these were just like on the valve. And then I was like, oh, the pressure switch is ugly as hell. It's hanging off the side of the tank. What's up, Kevin?
What up, Chad?
And I was like, I could stick this under a lid too. And then it took me, I don't know, about an hour and a half, and I came up with the design for the 8XL.
Mm-hmm.
And by 2019, I had a functioning prototype.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think it was 2020. My roommate at the time acquired one of your manifolds, and I was like, dude, and I was actually holding it in my hand. I was like, dude, this thing's actually pretty legit. Like, there's a lot of thought that went into this.
Yeah.
And that was like, I think one of your first designs.
Yeah, about an hour and a half. I debuted it at the Flow Open House in Vegas.
Yeah.
Mike Alexander let me show it off in the showroom and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, and that's tight though, because like the Gen 1 version of that, like what I consider it would be Gen 1, is what it reminded me like the back in the day, the plug and play kit that it all came in one big giant box.
Right.
You know what I mean? Remember that, where it was just like hugely big and it had everything in it.
Yeah.
And you just pretty much hook your lines, run your power and your ground, and that was it.
Yeah, I think I actually have.
He's got toys.
Oh man, he's got some stuff. We got
the original.
That's the Gen 1.
Serial number 001.
That's a Gen 1, dude. That's that's a Gen 1 version right there.
He's got the Gen 1.
Yeah,
he's got the originals.
Yeah, there it is.
Yep, that's the one.
Yep, dude, that's fucking clean.
That's what Craig's running on his truck.
I wouldn't mind getting a hold of one of those someday.
These are actually for sale on my site. That's a fun story. The 8XLs are discontinued because of Dakota Digital, actually.
Oh wow.
Oh.
The sensors, they changed sensors, and they don't fit under the lid anymore. You have to mutilate the plastic.
Oh, the connector pieces, yeah, whatever. Yeah.
To get them to fit underneath the valve now. And I'm like, someone told me, they're like, why don't you just hit up Dakota Digital? I'm like, they don't give a shit about me. They might have saw a spike in sales because of I would send everyone to Dakota Digital.
I'm telling you, man, like from it starting from what I remember seeing the Gen 1 to what you're building now. Holy shit, dude. It's come far from what, a lot of people were like, okay, cool. This is crazy. Here you come out of nowhere with the block, the switch panel, which is fucking badass.
Oh, the controller.
Yeah.
Sick as shit.
So it's like you started changing the game of everybody getting used to what everybody always had, that plastic switch box, that little rocker, the rocker 7. And then now it's like, cool, here's some billet,
And that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to make a product line. Like, nothing against AVS. I have no problem with those guys. I've used an AVS switch box before. It's not for me. I'm not a rocker fan. I've never really been one.
Like toggle.
Yeah, I mean, I had toggles, and then I went from that to like switch speed controllers.
Yeah.
Because I probably had 8 switch speeds. I actually have still one right now. I have it for sale. I found it in all my stuff. Brand new switch speed from like 2018.
Nice. So when you started doing the manifolds and we're already starting to slowly push them out, what made you get into the part building aspect of the whole C10 parts that you started to build, like side marker lights, the tail lights, like what did that just happen to branch off, or did it like snowball effect into something?
I started doing C10 suspension packages back in 2012, 13. I had a buddy bring his C10 over, and he couldn't afford like a Porterbuilt kit. And he goes, "Hey man, this truck is my stepson's father who passed away's truck, and we want to make a memorial truck, and it's a budget build. If I give you like $1,000, can you put a front suspension on this thing?" And I was like, "Oh, okay. Like, I'm gonna do it out of my garage. I don't have any overhead. I have a full-time job." I'm like, "Sure." So in like a couple months' time, I came up with the very first version of my bolt-in front C10 kit, and they were shipping like crazy. I put it up for sale for like 1,700 shipped, and I probably sent 4 pallets of them just to a shop out of Las Vegas.
Oh wow.
I was shipping tons of these. I could not even keep up, to the point to where it was damaging my previous relationship, because I was just living in the garage welding.
Oh yeah.
And
We all know that feeling.
like I have a full-time job, plus I was doing CCD. So I'm not a production guy. Like, I just want to create things, and I just have someone else make the shit. You know, I don't want to. But it's hard to find people in where I live. I live in Washington. It's hard to find people that can weld for shit. And,
Yeah.
you know, all those guys at GSI that they're all robots. I don't know how they weld like that. I've tried for years to weld like those guys down there, and my welds are embarrassing compared to those guys. But I didn't want to be a production guy, and I knew that if I came up with a different product like my valves, I don't have to build shit. I can make cool stuff and then just ship. And
so was there any problem throughout the time of you taking that big step to make that change from drawings? You know, you were already building stuff already, you were already doing parts, but was it just matter of time for you to be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna build it? It happened. You know, were you trying to be like, all right, cool, I got there, and now you're stepping it up so much bigger with the other products you have now, you know? So it's like
the suspension stuff, I took a lot of flack in the beginning, because like I said, there's Porterbuilt, and there's tons of different companies that do this stuff. So I was taking a pounding from people, and then eventually I ignored it, and then it just went away. The C10 taillight thing came from the demise of that company that was making the billet taillights.
Yep.
So
yeah, I forgot the name, but I know which one you're talking about.
It's like Marquez Designs or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
I personally have never owned a C10, so if I make a part for one, it's because someone I know needs one. But what happened was my buddy wanted a set of the Marquez taillights, and they didn't sell them anymore. So I was like, well, I could probably come up with something. And so I started designing one, and I was taking my time. I wasn't really interested in it too much, because again, I don't have one of those vehicles, so I wasn't really rushed to make one. And he got an Alumacraft taillight, and he goes, and I kind of put like my 3D print and the quality of the Alumacraft one at the time. I don't know anything about them now. This is the only one I've ever had. It was just real bad. Like, the edges of the machining was so bad I could literally cut my desk.
Oh geez.
There's no chamfers, there was nothing. I was like, well, where's the backup light? What's up with this light? And he's like, oh, they don't come with backup lights. You got to use this other company's boards and blah blah blah. I was like, well, I can just make all that. So I made a set of taillights, but he had already bought it all. So I was like, well, I'll do like a pre-sale or something, and they just started selling like crazy.
Yeah, because I saw when you started putting out those side marker lights, and the ones that are red, and I'm like, man, dude, if those could blink like tail lights and turn signals, I would buy a set of those in a heartbeat.
You can make
They
them.
do.
Yeah,
they literally have turn signals built into them.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. I'm gonna buy those and have those on tail lights.
Thanks.
That was the first thing I added to them, because I was like, I don't want to just put just a running light in it.
Yeah.
Like, you might as well make the damn thing blink like a
There
clearance
we go.
light.
That's it, man. Those are gonna be my new tail lights. Now I'm gonna have to go get some.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna have to install those.
Easy, just cut a piece out of busted up C10 fender and just
And then just put it in. There you go.
they'll even be Frenched. It's already got their
Probably
campers
find a
on
few
it.
of those, yeah.
Just find 2 shitty fenders.
Yeah, there we go. That's it. 2 shitty fenders. Oh, that's awesome, man. And that's
Yeah.
Chris, you got any questions? Hand it over to the bearded beauty over here.
So what got you into mini trucking in the very, very beginning?
Very
What
beginning.
started this whole snowball effect of you getting into mini trucking before obviously Chad Chris Designs, the marketing aspect, all of that, the supposed Nissan truck that you
Yes.
were trying to sell, and then
That would be handled in a controversial question in the show.
I heard
So-
rumors that it got cut up.
Yeah. So but remember,
Dude, my wife was pissed.
that'll come later in the controversial question parts because we have a lot of people that want to hear about that.
Sure.
But
So-
what got you into it in the very beginning, like high school, middle school? Like what triggered you to get into the car scene?
So I was class of 2000. So I was 18.
No way.
in 2000, right? So
Class of 02 over here.
after I got out of school, I was working at Jiffy Lube. And a buddy of mine who worked there, his name's Sean Shea, great stoner kid, just super fun to be around. And I don't know where he got this white standard cab Mazda from, but it was like the cleanest white standard. I mean, as clean as a Mazda can be in 99. They're only a few years old. And he showed up with this really nice little white truck. And I was like, it's a nice truck, dude. And at the time I was getting rides to work. I didn't even have a car. And the next day he shows up and it's like an inch off the ground. And it's on stocks. And I was like, why would you do that? Like, why would you make it, completely friggin' useless? Like, then he comes in, he got Pathfinder wheels on it.
Nice.
And then he starts chroming it out with the low pros. And he puts a canopy on it, and he's got, I mean, the more he did to it, I was like, wow, like that thing is cool, even though it's completely useless. Like I loved it. And trucks were expensive back then. It's back when regular mini trucks all day were $3,000-$4,000, and I was making $6.50 an hour at,
And then clap that one for a couple hundred.
right. And then fast forward, I had a friend. She was like a trust fund baby. And she was dating my friend Zeb at the time. And I was renting a room from her. And she got sick of me driving her CRX all the time. And she goes, if I just buy you a truck,
What?
and you just pay me back in payments, you have a job. You've been there for years now. And I was like, sure. So she bought me an 86.5 Nissan hardbody pickup.
What the fuck?
For
86.5?
$3,000.
You don't even
Yeah,
see
86.5. Very first one. It was like cream corn yellow with the Dookie brown interior.
Dookie Brown. Everybody
It
has
was bad, but it was a nice truck. And I was obsessed. I spent every minute of my life lowering it, shaving the body lines and door handles and everything. And I just was obsessed. And I've had like 30 Nissans just in like the last 8 years. So, I mean, I'm obsessed with the Nissan. I've actually owned one Mazda and I never even drove it. I sold it to a buddy of mine for like $200.
What?
I don't like Mazdas. It's just not.
I like Mazdas. I'm a Mazda.
I know you
I
do.
like
He's got
orders.
3 of them
I got
sitting.
3 of them. Yeah. Yeah, I got 3 of them. But I haven't cut one up yet. Not yet.
Soon.
Not yet. Soon.
Soon.
I'm gonna chop one up in a minute.
In the next week,
yeah.
we're cutting one up.
Yeah, we're gonna body one. So
Yeah, we've got one that's unmolested, all stock. It's original to the T. And I was like, yep,
Yeah.
nope.
They're
This
hard
is
to find now. It's hard to find little trucks. They're just-
oh yeah. It's hard to find any kind of little truck nowadays, man. So, Brittany Kid, hello, howdy, fellow podcasters. Hey, how you doing? Hey, there's always some new people coming on. So, dude, I cannot fathom the fact that you are knocking shit out the park. And did you belong to a truck club, or are you running in a truck club, or no?
First club I was ever in back when I was 18, when I had my hard body, was PGI. It was a neighborhood club called Positive Ground Impact. I hung out with those guys. I hung out with Forever Low.
Forever Low.
Yeah. like
Shout out to
Washington
Roman.
chapter. That was Christ. I'm gonna say like 02.
Dang, dude, that was,
Damn.
damn, that was like the Joey era.
I was gonna say
It
that
had
was
to be the
Joey's
Joey-
era.
The
Yeah.
Joey and when Joey and Roman were probably running it at the time.
It was
Probably
whoever up in Washington. It was
Yeah.
Nate Gellin and some. There was a lot. There was like a 20 or 30 people in the club. It was pretty big back then.
So
It
did
was a long time, and I was a part of Freaks for.
No way.
Yep. I was a part of Freaks for years, actually, and
Damn.
then recently, because of the black truck, I just dissolved it all.
you're
See,
A
now
little bad taste about that truck.
you're never not a mini trucker, dude. It never ends.
No, it never ends.
It never
just
ends,
keeps
bro.
modifying.
Yeah. All you're gonna do is probably build something newer. So like
Right.
yeah.
I have a Pathfinder I'm building now. But I'm gonna take my time,
Two-door?
do it right.
Or-
Two-door or four-door?
Two-door.
Two-door?
Four-door ones are.
Nico,
Two-wheel drive?
where you at, Nico? He's building it. He's
I
building.
have a full frame under it. I have a build thing on my Facebook if you want to go and.
Wait a minute. Okay, well, we'll get to because the controversial question is stuck in the back of my head because I got a feeling where that frame probably came from.
Uh-oh. See now,
So, ladies
the
and
light
gentlemen,
bulbs have all
the
just
light
all of a
bulbs-
sudden lined
yeah,
up.
it turned on. But don't worry, we'll get to that in a minute and that controversial stuff. But back to the car. So you were a freak, and then now are you still a freak, or once a freak, always freak?
I have a lot of friends in Freaks. I love everyone from Freaks. I've never had a problem with anybody. It's just right now I'm busy trying to expand my business. I don't really have time to work on my truck. I don't have time to go to meetings. So I'm just.
That's what a mini trucker is, man. You just let them sit, chill, and you just
I
wait until wait until somebody goes, hey man, what do you gotta do with that? But like, how about I drop it off to you, and then you just hit me up when it's done.
It's just I don't want to be rushed. I'm the type of guy that always wants to go. I want to make it better. I want to make it better. I want to make it better. That's why since 2019 I have 3 different valves. I mean, how long did it take AccuAir to get 3 different valves?
Oh yeah.
It
Yeah.
didn't like 4 years. So
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, sorry, Brittany.
Yeah. No, one of the new podcast hosts
Yep.
came up online. Dude, but that's damn, dude. Fucking that's crazy. And so now with your business, you're just other than expanding, dude, you're already everywhere. Like, how far do you plan to go, man? Like, are you trying to like have you
He's
so
even
have,
at Switch.
yeah, have you sent any parts to Japan?
I personally have not. Switch and stuff's been shipping stuff everywhere. Other companies ship to everyone. The farthest I've shipped is one thing to Australia and one to
Shout out to the Aussie guys.
but those guys over at Switch, I love them. They're like one of my best customers.
Oh, dude,
I
trust me,
was
dude.
gonna say I know Switch has him here in
Okay.
Phoenix.
Mhm.
Bagged and Nerdy
Okay.
that we
Oh,
just
yeah,
found
yeah.
out.
Mhm.
Bagged and Nerdy is an authorized dealer,
Okay.
and I think that's really about it.
All right.
Got
Is there anybody else
Depot
out here that you know of that has?
out where you guys are at? No, I tried having AVS sell my stuff, but something happened. Their sales guy
Drop the ball.
talked to me for a while. I was going to make him a killer deal on a ton of product, and then they told me to piss up a rope.
Reach out to Grunion. What is it? Grunion
Grunion
Customs.
Fabrication.
Oh, Fabrications.
Yeah, Grunion Fabrication, Kevin.
Yeah, he's
Kevin
off
Hill.
of Cave Creek and Sweetwater.
Sweetwater, yeah.
So he's another guy he's a smaller guy, but
He's been in the game for a long time. Like,
Oh, yeah.
that dude's an OG. He was like, I'm gonna say it was the before Switch era. So before
Yeah.
Switch was even around. So it was always Grunion, Auto Culture, and and then Air Slam it went the fuck out there when you drove went the fuck out there. So it's like, yeah. But dude, is it so when you were doing drawings and people were having you do drawings and then you started building parts and then now is it just more and more people wanting you to build parts, or more and more people are just ordering more parts from you? Do you have any special orders that somebody go, hey man,
Oh, there's Leah.
Oh shit! Hello to Bagged and Nerdy.
Splashing her stuff on there.
Oh yeah,
Um,
she'll be on the show, dude. We'll have her on
If
just
she
like
if
this.
she reads her messages, she'll be
Yes.
on the show very
Yeah.
soon.
the C10 stuff is kind of what boomed it all. Like I didn't like making link tabs and bag brackets and four
Street-
link, stuff like that. I wasn't the guy Andrew, the guy. I like selling. I mean, like any business guy, I want to do the least amount of work to make the most amount of money. And there's no money in link tabs. There's no money in bag brackets. I can tell you this right now. Like,
Yeah.
when like my buddies or something wanted some stuff like that, I'd be like, yeah, sure. But
Yeah.
I had people asking me for notches. I'm like, I'm gonna be honest with you. You could probably get it from Airbag it for cheaper. They can't, mess that up.
Yeah.
So when Brad talking about the door handles or C10 stuff, people asking me for C10 parts.
Hang on, you do door handles too?
So I actually designed of the C10 door handles for Binco, Brad Curtis.
Damn,
All
dude.
his,
Yes.
all his
Oh,
Yeah.
door
I'm,
handles for his C10s.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just thinking I could convert the 04 to
to old school handle.
old school handles.
There we go. Look at that.
Yeah, they're a direct swap for a C10. They didn't sell a lot for me because I don't really push anything. I don't have a salesperson. It's just me. I do everything by myself 100%.
Not
And they
even
didn't sell
lady?
enough.
Your lady don't help you or nothing. What?
She built hundreds of controllers because
No way.
when you were talking about like people carrying my stuff, there's also a company out of Florida that carries my stuff, AccuWare.
Okay.
You can actually go to AccuWare and
.com.
type in my name, and they sell my controllers. They buy them in batches of hundreds.
Oh wow.
So, but when we first got together, almost 2.5 years ago, the first
Yeah.
week we were together, I had her hand building controllers.
No way. All right. Hey, well,
I remember seeing him.
okay.
posting.
Okay. You
I've
got
been
you got to at
following him
least
for years.
you got to leave. There we go. Hello. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
your help in
He's amazing.
controllers.
I've been following him for a hot minute.
Yeah.
The trial and error that he's been going through is just ridiculous. I think you were even printing them like the test runs out of plastic.
Yep.
I got 3D printers and stuff like that.
Yeah. I remember seeing some of the ones. He goes, look, and you would see you test something. He goes, look, now it lights up, and now it does this,
Yep.
and I was just like, hell yeah. From what it
It's
is.
been hard because I don't have anyone to even talk to about it. Like there's no behind the scenes
Don't feel lonely.
circuit board making person in my
Don't
company.
feel lonely, Chad. You have us, and you have all the many truck people in the world right now. So
Yeah,
reach
but
out
I'm-
to Chad.
Yeah,
Reach out to Chad, guys.
Everybody
Somebody
that's watching, just
send
reach
him
out
a
to Chad.
message. Send him a smiley face or an emoji. Yes, he is a keeper.
Yes, Dan, come on.
Yeah.
Reach out to him.
Reach out
Send
to
him a
him,
message
Dan.
right now, Dan.
You know.
Come on.
Yeah. we want Chad to have friends and not feel alone. You know. And have more little look at that.
Oh.
What is that?
I know what that
The
is.
new
That's-
boards.
Shit. Oh,
That's the new one, huh?
is that a new one?
Yeah.
That's way smaller. Just from what I can see right now, it looks like it's a lot smaller.
See, this is what I like because we get some
Oh.
sneak shit.
Well, it's the same. It goes into the same size housing. It's
Oh,
all
wow.
board. But now I'm working on the buttons still.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Oh, different buttons.
And then my supplier will let me make blue ones and green ones and yada yada, and I'll be able to ship like when I do the controllers.
Oh,
So,
Ah,
I like that.
I like that. That looks
I like
badass.
that.
If
So-
these might come in color, right?
yeah, I'm gonna make them. They'll come in like a black, and then I'm gonna do a bunch of just brushed aluminum,
Okay.
Oh,
and then I finally added the all down button.
Nice.
oh, there you go.
Nice.
But there'll just be some small words just right here. It'll say, 4CV2 or whatever, and then
Is it
Nah.
individual on each side for the front? You have each individual, then you have
yeah. So
have
if you look here,
you
there's all up, all down, and then these little buttons are the sides.
I like
Okay.
that.
That's
I like
So
that.
you can actually see the pads.
That's badass. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, okay. There
No,
we go.
I like the new design better because every time I'm riding with mine, it's always sitting in my lap. and it's like, all right, cool. I got to feel around. Okay, cool. No, you just have one. Okay, this is the top. This is the bottom. Dude, I like that design way better.
So I'm getting prototype buttons in soon. I'll have these probably within the next couple of months.
Oh, hell yeah.
AccuAir tried buying me.
Nico,
and,
he's not going anywhere. They're buying it from him.
Yes, AccuAir is
It's
buying
the
his
other way
stuff.
and around. It's the other way around.
Well, the funny story about that is they flew me out there when Ryan still worked there.
Oh, okay.
And put me up in a nice hotel and stuff. And then the guy brought me into the room and he said, hey,
And
he's like, right now with your books, you're
He gave me
making
a handout,
this amount of money. And I go, yeah. And he goes, how about this? You sell us your company and we'll just pay you that amount every year.
No way.
And I go, let me get this straight. You're going to give me something I already have?
You should have told him to give you a hand job with that shit.
And he
You
goes,
come with a lifetime of handies.
he's like, well, what do you want? And I was like, I want X amount of money. And I go, and I was talking to him, and I go, I mean, he goes, you got a really nice valve. I go, I know, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but it's nicer than yours. Oh, you think so? I go, yeah, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't.
That's true.
Nah,
That's
that
very
is
true.
And but they were really nice to me about like my product design and stuff like that, and it was ready to go, and they just didn't want to cut the check. I don't know if it was because of COVID or what, because I wanted to take a break. I wanted a big check, and I wanted to walk away, and I had an evaluation of what my business was worth, and they were in a time,
dude, it's
where
because
they were acquiring a lot of businesses.
you gave them a retarded number, and they were like, okay, what kind of meat retarded? And then they kind of sat there, and somebody goes, nope, you can't be that retarded.
No, the way they would have done it,
dude, they would have murdered
They probably would have killed it. They
Yeah,
probably
dude.
would have just bought his design
and
all the rights and just, nope, we're gonna put this in the shredder. And I applaud him for staking it out.
Oh, yeah.
Nope, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna do it my way.
and
They
now
actually offered me a job to work remote from home, and I said no.
Yeah, no.
And
now look at
then
you now.
they
You're
let
talking
everybody
to us
go.
from all the
6 months
Tumblr.
after that.
You're talking to us from Tumblr Central,
Yeah, the Tumblr world
the
behind
Tumblr
you.
world behind you.
It's a small world behind you back
The
there.
next version of Chad Chris Designs will be him making
Like
custom tumblers
Probably already makes
with automatic straws.
they're probably we can still see them. They're still
You can
I
hide
can still
'em,
see the
dude.
bottom.
Dude,
They're
they're everywhere. I
They're
can't
everywhere.
do anything. Hey,
You're
let's
like,
do-
you haven't seen the
let's
house
do
yet.
a quick tour.
Holy shit, that's a lot of damn fool. What the fuck?
Holy crap! You need Starbucks. You need to reach out to Chad.
That's
Chris.
their fault.
You need to sponsor Chad.
You
Chris.
can't tell me you drink you drink out of each one, do
He
you?
doesn't drink coffee.
No, you just collect them. It's a whole thing.
Is
dude.
it like Hot Wheels but plastic
Yes,
cups?
yes. It's
You
like
don't
Hot
drive a
Wheels.
Hot Wheel. They're too small, dude.
Yeah, but they're plastic cups, fool. It's like, what the fuck?
No, trust
That's
me, dude.
like 10 grand worth of cups
Crazy.
in it.
Yeah. Damn, dude. That's enough to build like 3 trucks.
Oh,
You
yeah.
could buy a mini with that. and budget bag it. Make a bill of straw for them bitches.
Oh yeah, there you
There
go.
you go,
Make a
that's
billet
it.
straw.
So buy a piece of aluminum tubing and
Yes.
for the edge. She's hella embarrassed.
Forget. That's it.
I
Watch.
told her, I go, I can't get rid of these cups in the background, babe. They're gonna say some shit about it.
Everybody already wants those billet straws. Watch. You're gonna get people hitting you up, dude. So you're making billet straws now? They're gonna ask you for weird shit, dude. I'm telling you, like, you know, it's always odd. Do you go to any shows out there since since you live out in Washington?
I took a month or I took a season off.
Yeah.
I periodically show up to some shows. Back in the day, I would have a booth. I would sponsor every show, and it just got to the point to where in the state of Washington, it wasn't mathematically good for the business.
Oh, wow.
Because most of my business is like it skips the Northwest. I do tons of business everywhere other than the Northwest.
Oh wow.
But the scene is not gigantic here. You know, like you go to Vegas and they have car shows every weekend. You know, in East Coast, there's crazy car shows. We don't have that up here. Our scene is very. They are.
No, Dan. Maybe for
Scene
you.
up here, maybe max has 300 people at it, and that's
Okay.
huge. So
That's
it
crazy.
just wasn't beneficial for me to keep sponsoring shows up here. And if I go, it's just because I just want to go.
You ever thinking about coming out to any shows out this way?
I want to. When me and her got married, I promised her we would travel more and stuff, and I want to go to like every big show. I've been to Lone Star, but I want to go to like Mini Nats, and I want to go to like.
You got to come to Cruise to the Pines, man. Cruise to the Pines out here.
Tanner's said tons about it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
nice.
Cruise to the Pines, it's so much fun going to Cruise to the Pines. Like, yeah, you got to meet up hella early, but we literally cruise the back way. You don't take the freeways. It's just you just cruise, and you're cruising with everybody in the scene. You know, everybody's just all in uniform. You know, you just cruise up, you have a good time, you get to Prescott.
Yes, baby Hulk.
You hang out, you BS, you bullshit. Oh, there you go. And then there's Mike Myers with the Northwest Cruise to the Pines.
Yeah,
that's right up in your alley.
Yeah, I'll do that one. Again, I need my Pathfinder done because I want to drive the Pathfinder. So
if anybody's out there in the beautiful state of Washington, Chad Chris for president. Yes, Chad Chris for president. If anybody is out there in Washington and wants to help Chad get his Pathfinder rolling, please hit him up. And yes, he might make you a billet straw if you can do it.
Billet straw.
To be honest, limited edition. If you help him get that Pathfinder to Mini Nats, you might get a billet straw.
No, Mini Nats is like no joke. Like it's the yacht club. They go through a very strategic process of
whatever show or near him. You know, if we can get him down to the local Sonic, you know, or Dick's.
Do they have Sonic up there?
Or Dick's hamburger place out there? Get him out to Dick's in Seattle.
Dino's Get Down.
Yes. Perfect Poise.
Yes. The show.
Yeah, Myers. That's what he was talking about. Is the one that's out there. You know,
we're lucky to have maybe 4 or 5 shows.
Yeah.
In the Northwest.
No
help, but like right now, I don't really need any help. The only thing I would need help with is in the future maybe a paint job. When it comes down to like all the metal work, I can do all that.
What?
You can go paint it. You can go paint it.
Okay, I'm down.
There you go. Go paint it.
Go paint.
Yeah, go paint Chad Chris's Pathfinder.
Go paint Chad Chris's Pathfinder. Holy shit. Because he'll probably want some crazy designs. I'd be like, all right, we're gonna do 2 colors.
So
Ford,
some 2
tractor colors. Flat red.
That's easy.
Flat red.
Fucking dude, we'll go out. Shit, I would definitely go out there.
I will fly out there and do it for him.
There we go. Look at that.
I just don't like the smell of Bondo. I don't like sanding paint. I refuse.
Dude, I love it.
How good people are at it. It's not for me.
See, there you go. Even Nick will paint it.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. Bagging look at that. Now we got people chiming in.
Yeah. Everybody,
all right.
See, that's the way this community works.
It's like a fucking telethon right now.
Oh, see.
Look at that.
We got baby
telethon right now.
Sean, hit up Chris.
Yeah, there we go. Fucking baby Hulk.
Yeah, there you go.
You and baby Hulk.
You can go out there and paint his stuff.
There you go. Look at that. We're gonna get that
paint, but yeah.
Oh, trust me. We'll find if we can get baby Hulk out there.
It don't matter if you're a year away from it.
Yeah.
Isn't Sean from? Oh.
He is from Portland. Yeah, that's why he said earlier about the whole Portland, Oregon rains thingy.
Yep.
Yeah, the whole about fucking rains all the time. And it's probably raining right now as we speak to Mr. Chad.
It's raining here.
Find what it looks like.
Because they found out he was online.
Oh.
Everybody's already messaging him now.
No, it's I want to show you what it looks. This is just it in the yard.
Oh shit!
With a shell full of boxes in the yard.
Is that a Fox body?
Marine camera, right?
That's. I don't think that's a Fox body.
It looks like a Fox. It looks like a Mustang.
What's behind that picture?
That's Andrew's like Malibu.
Yeah, I was about to say Malibu. Yeah, it had to be like a.
So it's
early Malibu. Yep, dirt track race.
Yeah, I went for a ride in it once.
Yeah,
and I almost shit my pants.
Oh shit!
It's pretty ridiculous. I'm like, let me out.
Damn. Oh, have you been to Slam Fest?
Oh yeah, Slam Fest.
I have not.
No. Well, there you go, dude. All you got to do is be like, tell the old lady, we're gonna go get a hotel, and then just go walk around and look at cars. Misfit Customs. There you go.
You got Dougie Heck by the Pathfinder.
Oh,
so the Pathfinder's got the rims off the black truck on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's only got the rims off the black
It's only
truck.
got the rims. So when we get to controversial questions in a moment,
See,
we'll
look,
find out more about that.
there's Sean.
There you go, Baby Hawk Sean. You need a DM, fucking Chad, and then you guys work something out, and
Yep, work it out.
me and Chris will be waiting for those billet straws.
Just make sure Sean's not
Got
the
aluminum poisoning the other day.
Yes. Yeah, the next show we'll be drinking out of billet straws. I got a perfect cup
Take
for
a little
one.
cerebral palsy from this drink.
Yeah, there we go. That's awesome, man. Fucking see, so there you go, man. Like everybody's already ready to give you a hand. Slamboree.
Slamboree.
There's
Yep,
another.
no, the shows are gonna keep
Slam Fest.
Is your
Yes,
Pathfinder
Nico.
a two-doored?
Yes, Nico, it's a 2-door.
Yep.
It is two-doored.
Just don't.
I love 2-door Pathfinders. I don't like 4 doors.
No,
I
you don't
was
want.
building one and it was a nightmare. I
Don't worry,
hated
Dan.
it.
I don't think Sean can fall out of a Pathfinder, but if anybody can, it might be Sean.
Yeah, I don't think Chad will fall out. He looks a little too plumpy to fall out. A little chubby.
Fat boy.
He knows better painters, I promise. No, it doesn't matter. It's the fact
it's the
that-
fact of
going
No.
out there and be like, yeah, I sprayed it. He wanted it fucking tractor red to look like fucking, like his t-shirt and the
Yep.
tractor that sits behind his house that was passed down from grandpa to grandpa to grandpa.
hey,
I
that's,
actually got a quote to get a
Oh.
paint job on it. I got a quote to get a paint job on the black hard body, and that's the reason
Yeah.
why the hard body doesn't exist anymore. Is because I got
I know. So
$7,000
now that he's brought that up,
you brought it up, so now
we got the controversial questions.
Oh yes.
All right, everybody, this is the point where we get to the show where we find out the fucking shit that, yes, we have heard. Yes, Nico.
We've all heard.
We've all heard stories, bro. So, pictures and posts years ago were about the paint.
You were selling it.
You were
correct?
selling it at one point, right?
Yeah, but the biggest offer I got for it was like 3,000.
Are you fucking serious?
That's a kick
Swear to
in the-
God, it was
Even
absolutely.
with all the work.
I bought the truck as it sat out of Georgia for
Okay.
9,000 shipped, and it looked good on all the pictures. When I got it, and I was like, "Oh my fucking God! Like, why? I should have flew out there."
So it was TV dinner gone bad.
It was so bad. The
Holy-
exhaust was actually the transmission cross member.
Hmm?
What? Okay, for our
That's not
guests
weird.
that didn't. Okay, for the guests that did not
everybody
hear
that's
that.
not aware of how that can happen.
Okay, can you repeat that?
So it had a V8 in it, but there was not
Okay.
very much room underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I have a picture of it, but the exhaust was actually a cross member under the transmission, and I don't know if I have a
Holy shit!
picture. It was real bad.
I'm,
Wow.
my
And
brain.
it was rotted. And when the muffler fell off before it got to me, it actually lit the carpet on fire in my truck while it was idling in the driveway.
What the fuck?
It was really bad.
Okay, so what came about with the whole process of you? Okay, 1 minute it was seen, yeah, and the next minute it was like, I can't get nobody to fucking paint it, and then next minute it's like, in a few minutes and then there was,
Basically, I'm looking at this complete
there was
shit,
always rumors about that.
and I want something safe. I want something that's not going to burn to the ground while I'm driving.
Okay,
Well, yeah, that's all of our goal.
yeah, we all
So-
want that, but it never happens.
I was told by a friend. He said, "Hey, break it down, get it sandblasted because the paint was falling off.
Okay.
Or if you could just take an air sprayer, paint would just
Oh,
fly.
shit.
Oh God.
It was bad. He said, break it apart, get it sandblasted. I'll do the body work and get it ready for paint for you." So I was like, okay. So I had a buddy of mine. I blew the whole thing apart. Me and Andrew Stretch helped me. We got that thing blown apart in a day. Made a cart for it. Called the dustless blaster guy. That
Oh,
there
after
was
that.
Bondo in places that didn't even need Bondo. Well, whatever. So we sandblast it, and the truck is falling apart. There's just
So it was a lot worse once the dust
Yeah.
cleared.
so I
Once the-
get it clean. I get it all blasted clean, and the guy said he's going to come help me. He doesn't live here anymore. Comes over for 1 hour, 30 minutes. Spreads some Bondo on the firewall and goes, "Oh, I got to go. my wife's making dinner. And 4 months later, I never seen him again. That's when I did the live stream video of me cutting the truck into pieces because it just multiple people said they were going to help me with it. I don't do paint and body. I refuse. People kept saying they were going to help me. And then I was like, I got a quote from a shop for $7,000 just to get it in primer to ready for paint.
Motherfucker, you could have took that to fucking Mako down here, and they would have fucking got it primered up, and then you
But it
could
would
have.
have been shit. It would have been.
Yeah, yeah,
so
but
to me,
yeah,
I got so pissed at trying to get help from my friends.
Yeah.
That I just cut the thing up. Literally cut it up on live stream. I actually hit the door with a bat in the live stream.
Yeah.
Broke the bat, and the biggest piece of Bondo fell out of the door. That was like this big.
Holy shit!
It was ridiculous.
So what was actually salvageable after all that? So the frame.
Had a small block drivetrain, 700 R4. The Toyota rear end, the spindle assemblies, which were drop spindles, converted to Toyota. I sold the bed, sold the interior. I have the fenders still. I have all the glass. That was it. It was. I have the rims. I have the chassis and stuff under it, but again, the chassis is really bad too. The body mounts are off by about 3/4 of an inch each side. It's got kind of like a catwalk built into the frame. So now I'm just rebuilding the whole frame now. I'm just going to use the spindles off of it in the rear diff.
Yeah. Wow, I watched that go down, and he's not exaggerating. Holy shit!
Oh, there's Kevin.
Yeah, I know, Kevin. It's
really bad.
It's like, that sucks, man.
So the center in the floorboard of a hard body, usually if you have a floor shifter or something, it's like a plate with like 5 or 6 screws.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't put that in. They took like a rolled piece of galvanized, set it on the floor over the transmission hole, and then just put duct tape around it. And then there was a bunch of holes in the firewall that just had duct tape over them.
What?
That ultimate TV dinner.
That's
a super TV dinner, fool. That thing was like 7 days old after that.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Oh, the front bumper was thread zerted to the radiator support. There was no bumper mounts on the frame.
So it just
what
the fuck?
The seat belt mount, the little retractor thing.
Yeah.
Usually a big bolt on the bottom and a small one.
Right.
Well, they cut that out so that they could put stereo equipment in. There was no place for a seat belt. Oh yeah, and the wiring harness.
The wiring harness was a disaster too.
It was so bad. It was like a 13 circuit hot rod like harness, and like 3 wires from it were being used.
What the fuck? Oh my god!
Damn.
The taillights would periodically work and not work.
It was like a bad fire hazard waiting to hit.
That was a fire hazard waiting.
It looked sick sitting there. Like it was a good looking hard body sitting there, but
you were just like, no, you don't want to drive it. You don't want to start it.
Nope, definitely not.
It was that one of those. Hey, why don't you drive it? You're like, nah, because first you got to do this. And you got to shake it this way, and then you got to tap it here. Put a screwdriver there. And
yeah, it wasn't working. They didn't even have an ignition. It didn't have one.
What did you do? Just tap 2 wires, and here we go.
It was a toggle switch and a button.
No, been there, done
Door
that.
poppers didn't work when I got it, so the window's just down.
Oh jeez.
Oh, don't we all love that fucking nice part?
It was so bad.
Jeez.
Everyone was pissed when I tore it apart, and I go, I did the work.
No, fuck no, dude. I'm gonna tell you this right now. There used to be there was an infamous fucking. It was a infamous red Colorado that was around in Arizona. Okay, and it was passed around cheaper than a dirty whore on 27th Avenue. And this thing was fucking. The framework was phenomenal. Tube work.
Terrible.
The body was fucking horrible. The wiring was garbage. It would start, but you couldn't drive it. That there was something was wrong with fucking paperwork with it, but it was passed around like a dirty whore.
Yep.
But it had really good framework.
Yeah, the frame was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Everything else
was just trash.
Kind of the same thing you're working with.
And then one day, fucking Dirty got a hold of it.
Oh, you're just gonna call everybody out, huh?
Oh no, I'm not calling everybody. And one day he got a hold of it, and he put a post. No one's gonna fucking get this thing. No one's gonna see it again. Nobody buy it, and it was gone.
You're done.
Ended up getting just like yours, man, cut up, and it was gone. But at the same time, everybody did the same shit. Everybody got mad. Everybody cried. Everybody was like, "Oh, I would have bought it. I would have bought it." Yeah, that frame was tacoing at the. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Like,
exactly.
you know.
Well, I had a
really
guy
Yeah.
bitch me out. He was like, "You could have gave that to my son."
Oh, a lot of people said the same thing about the Colorado, bro.
Oh yeah,
Same shit.
Everybody
Everyone's
wants
like,
you
"Oh,
to
I
give
want to buy it. I
them-
want to buy it. I could have bought it." And then nope, it was gone.
Yeah, where were you when it was up for sale?
Yep.
Could have bought it.
You know, that's crazy, man. I get it, dude. I understand the feeling of having to fucking sit there and be like, all right, cool. That's it. I don't, you know, it's more of a headache would have been having to fully rebuild that whole frame.
Yep.
You know, you
That's
would have
why
had
I got the Pathfinder because it's patinaed. I don't have to paint it right now.
yeah.
Like I can put a frame under it and rock it, and I'll just be like, "Oh, it's old school." You
Yeah,
know,
and everybody be like, that's the shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the shit.
It's Chad Chris's Pathfinder.
There you go.
They're gonna eat it up all day long.
Yes, people would
all day.
Yep. You just stand next to it and take a picture and be like, oh my god, he's building this. Yes.
Oh no,
yes,
all he'd have to do is just sign some part of it, and it's
already worth money.
There
There
it's
you
worth
go.
money.
Yep. There you go.
You're gonna make at least a couple thousand
just
off
take-
your name on it.
Yeah, just take a picture. There
See,
you go.
there you go.
You put a sticker on the window, that whole car already went up in value, right?
There was a sticker, this exact sticker, on the hard body when I got it from Georgia, and I didn't put it there.
That's got to tell you something
just-
right there.
Wow.
It was pretty funny.
You should have just kept the back glass of that thing and be like, I got the back window if anybody ever needs it.
I do have it.
Yeah, man.
I would have kept the back window.
yeah.
100%.
Are you building anything new anymore? Or are you doing anything other than all the parts? Or are you just kind of just doing the parts thing for right now?
Doing the parts thing for right now. I'm always looking for something different to like come up with.
Build some
Like for instance, that's why I have a third valve now because of what Dakota Digital did.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys even know that the new valve looks like the square tank from the guys at Switch.
Oh, all right.
That
Yeah,
that,
nice.
That's
that
tight. I
does
like
look
that.
a lot. I mean, from our point of view, that does look a lot smaller than the OG original.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the size of a regular 8X. So it's an 8X V2. But I
Okay.
wanted it to have the bolts accessible on the top, and then if someone paired it with a square tank, then it would match.
Nice.
But it also has built-in slowdowns for the dumps.
Oh.
Yes.
So
See,
you
I
got the
love that.
sensor holes, slowdowns.
Yeah.
If you ever need some testers, you know, we can gladly the tester
I
products
will
out.
happily crawl underneath my
Yeah.
truck and rip out everything.
I
and put
would
that
too.
in. I will test anything you send.
Definitely. Oh well, no, I
Mine
gotta,
runs, yours doesn't.
I don't. My blue one runs. All I
You
need
know,
is the marker
You guys
light.
can fight it out, and whoever wins, I'll.
I just need marker lights.
President of the club. I
I just need
just
marker lights.
falls off and blip, just knock it out.
That's it. I just need marker lights, man.
we'll
That's
go
it.
live for it. We'll go live
Yeah,
for
we'll
it.
go. Yeah,
It'll be
fucking-
worth it.
Yeah, definitely. You know, get tasered on the floor out of nowhere and watch a fat man shake.
I have a taser.
There we go. Fucking
See?
says it all.
I've got everything under the sun. No,
Everyone.
you're not winning.
Watch.
Everyone watching is willing to test
Yes.
everything.
Yes,
Yes.
everyone.
We know
wants
that,
Chad
Sean.
Chris's.
Yes, we
Yes.
all want that.
That's why me and Moses are fighting it out right now
Yeah.
on live.
Chad already knows that he's got everybody knocking on his door for billet straws now, because we just mentioned,
Bill,
yeah, for all the Tumblr
Oh,
people
oh.
out there. Oh shit!
Bill,
He's like, I got it set already.
This is what Brad, your boy Brad, was talking about. These are your door handles.
Those are sick.
So they bolt directly onto a C10, and they have a button off of a Nissan Murano hatch. And so you hook a solenoid up to your door, and it's like tunk 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 tunk. But yeah, this is a C10,
Sick,
like a C10 billet door handle.
dude. That
Brad
just looks,
sells them.
looks sick as fuck because.
Oh my god,
Oh,
that would just be a game. That alone would just be a game changer.
damn, dude.
Like
A
you
ma-
put that on an 04.
A manifold for hydraulics, yes. Hey, you never. Hey, well then get a hold of him, Thomas, and talk to him about him making something for
Look at that
hydraulics.
thing. Oh my god,
That's fucking sick.
That would be.
This is the one that I did for him that actually has a mechanical button.
Oh, that's kind of like that.
Now my question is, can you do both, the mechanical and the electrical, as a backup?
Maybe you could, but if you're gonna get stranded, you might as well get all the way stranded. Just put a rock next to the car, break a window.
Yeah, but I don't want to break any windows. I've been there, done that. I don't want to smash out windows. that's my whole thing. Like, I've already lived that lifestyle.
So he's been running your control arms, Dougie.
Dougie, yeah, Doug's been running my control arms for a long time.
Damn fool.
You guys need those door handles. This is where you get them.
Okay.
I sold the designs to Brad. He's
all right.
He's got one pair left.
One pair left. Okay. All right, dang. One of these days, if we'll see if we can get Brad Curtis up on here. We can get him on.
He's a good dude.
All right, see if we can get him on the show. Dang, dude. One of these days, man. Hopefully, we can have you out here in Arizona. You know, come check out the desert.
Me and the wife will go for a road trip.
There you go, man. Come out and check out the desert. You know, it's a lot. You know, not a lot of rain. Yeah,
we have Chad Chris on, and it just rains
decides
out
to rain.
Of nowhere.
Yeah,
like
probably would.
Yeah, they're like, we're gonna give back.
Whatever the hell you guys call those damn things.
Yeah, we posted it, and the weather's like, all right, cool. We're gonna make you guys see how it is out there.
Yep.
Fucking
raining. I think it's been raining. What? It's 9 o'clock here. It's been raining since like 6 o'clock.
Yeah, pretty much. Hit me up.
Brad, friend request me. Otherwise, I will look you up after
friend
I get
request,
done.
Brad, friend request, Chris.
I want to try some things.
Yeah, and then definitely I need to get those side marker lights.
Well, you talked to Chris about
that's what I need to do. Yeah, because those are gonna be sick, dude. I need to have to get a set of those. Yeah. Dude, you are building some badass stuff.
Yeah, no joke.
If you could build some stuff for some monsters, dude, that'd be a lot of people out there buying monster parts. Yeah,
it's not easy.
I know it's very hard.
Like all of these circuit boards and everything. Like, there's no. I made this. Like, I don't know how to make circuit boards, but I made this. So that's
crazy.
I had to teach myself.
All USA made. All in the U.S.
USA designed. It's definitely not USA made.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're like,
I tried getting them made in the U.S., but nobody wanted anything to do with me.
We do.
You want to get a PCD manufacturer in the U.S. to even respond to my calls.
Fuck no, they're retarded.
Yeah.
Any manufacturer in the United States, if you are hearing this, you need to jump on board. This guy is a master of, having to be, getting stuff and building and manufacturing and
just the ideas
of engineering part of it too.
The ideas that he takes from his brain, puts it in, and then he turns it into actually something that functions the way that he wants it to. And then a year, 2 years later, he changes it up and it's even better than the one before. And the one before is still not bad.
But it's subtle changes that it's subtle changes.
Yep.
It's subtle changes.
A couple of times.
Yeah.
But I can do it because I have a day job. So I can just.
What do you do during the day?
For 14 years, I've been a construction manager for a Red Iron company. I do structural steel out of Seattle.
Damn.
I build big buildings. I do all the 3D modeling and drawings of buildings. And
look at this guy building badass shit. Still, damn, dude, that's badass. That's a good job, bro.
It's funny when people call me and like for the business, and they're like, "Hey, who's this?" I'm like, "It's Chad," and they're like, "Oh, I'm actually talking to you." I'm like, "Well, who the fuck else would have answered the phone?" I'm like some big company, and I got like an 8x12 shed in my buddy's yard.
Right. They probably think either you or somebody else is going to answer the phone, but like, hold on, he's kind of busy for a moment.
No, it's just me.
That's bad.
Like, I answer as many calls, texts, Facebook messages, like everyone. It's always me. There's nobody else.
So you're very interactive with your clientele and everybody. Hell yeah. So how the hell can people be mad at this guy if he has given you every option to contact him if you have his product? If you got his product and something happens, dude, motherfucker is throwing everything out there to be like, hey, hit me up, call me, send me a smoke signal. Fucking, if he's got a beeper somewhere hidden within the valley of tumblers, he'd be like, send him a beep. What is he pulling out now? Oh, I want to put those in my Mazda.
Oh, and it
Oh,
the name on the back.
that is sick.
But yeah, these are the ones with the reverse lights built into them.
Hell yeah. He's very, and that's badass.
Yes.
That's good because you don't
Yep.
see that with many small businesses or even, some big businesses that sell products like that.
Yeah, I have to. My name's the business. So I had a guy talking to me at a car show like a year and a half, 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. He was like, "Oh, dude," because the sticker was on the back window of that hard body, and he's like, "Oh, I talked to this guy," and I go, "Oh, you did?" He's like, "Yeah, he's hella cool." I was like, "Oh, okay," and they just let him keep talking, and then my buddy Joe walks up and like looks in the conversation, and the guy's kind of talking about me in like third person or whatever, and he goes, "You know this is Chad, right?" And I started laughing. I was like, "I was hoping you're going to talk some shit or something." He's like, "Dude, you're awesome." I'm like, whatever, dude.
That's crazy. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you gotta understand, man. Some people get starstruck, just
No.
by the local people. Everyone's a local celebrity.
I'm just like you guys, just a regular dude, man. I just want to make cool shit. I want to make sure that anything that I do it the best I can. If I could afford to hire like a circuit board engineer or whatever to help my product, I would. But the reason why I am where I am right now is because I'm doing everything myself, and eventually I will get burned out, but I'm hoping that I can just get stuff taken care of to where
oh
oh
shit.
boy, Trevor, another controversial conversation.
Wow, that's a big controversial question.
There's a lot more
See,
controversial.
that goes farther back.
Worse than the truck.
That goes a little far back into
I
that.
want to hear
Wow.
about the
Thornbreck
manifold.
manifold.
They're calling you out.
I love Jason. He's a buddy of mine still.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't, with the manifolds and stuff, I wouldn't be where I am without him in the beginning.
Okay.
So basically what happened with that was I developed the valve. I had a full-blown functioning version that I had taken to the Flow open house in Vegas. And then Jason called me and was like, "Hey, what is that?" And I was like, "Oh, it's just my valve, And he goes, "Oh, well, I want to be involved. How can I be involved?" And I go, "Well, the first product run is going to cost us a shitload of money." And I go, "If you want to pay for half, you can be halvesies on inventory. Help me distribute. We'll split the profits." So basically, I do zero work. He does all the work, and we just split the money 50-50 because I came up with the product of like 100%.
Okay.
And he was cool with that. And then in the middle of it, we sold 100 valves in like a couple weeks. In the very first run, I had one company buy like 30 by themselves. So we blasted to the first batch pretty quick, and we were making good money really fast. And then I don't know, he's got a lot of money. He's Jason Thorbeck.
Yeah.
He bought a milling machine. And the company that makes my valves out of Arkansas asked him if he's gonna make valves. And the exact thing he said was, "I'm not gonna make manifolds. That's your department."
But still.
And at this point, I was talking to Jason every single day because he was, I want to know the numbers. I want to know how things are going. And everything was going great. And then I'm talking to him every day. And then out of nowhere, he goes, "I got a valve." And in no time, during that time, did he ever attempt to even tell me he was developing a product.
Oh, wow, dude. That's like a big old fucking.
He had infinite opportunities to tell me, ask me my insight, anything.
Nothing.
And he didn't say a word about it. It was a complete secret between him and someone else. And so I go, "Why would you do this?" And he's like, "Well, I've been thinking about it for years." And like I said, Jason's a good dude. He may have been. Like, I go, "Well, here's the problem is I have to fire you now." And he's like, "What do you mean?" I go, "I can't do business with you because it's a conflict of interest."
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't really understand that. And I go, well, you're the sole distributor of mine and your product. I can't trust that you'll push mine over yours.
Oh,
And I go, no hard feelings, even though I was getting messages from people saying, kick his ass, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
this out.
Normal Facebook fashion.
Yep.
So that we sold off the remaining inventory between us, and then we just went our separate ways. And then I continued it, and he does his thing. So
Wow.
I love the guy to death. I've known him I used to get taillight fillers from suicidedoors.com back.
The good old days.
Good old.
So he's a good guy. I got nothing but love for him, but that's what dissolved it.
And being salty and
You'd
shady.
be shocked to find out how many people were like, kick his ass.
Damn, dude.
It was an unreal amount of people. The messages, thank you everyone for the love, but I mean, I got no beef with him.
That's crazy, man.
That
That is
our separate ways,
big old controversial question was that for tonight.
I'm sure he'll read it or watch this. I love you, Jason, but
hey, shout out to the Thornbrick Bros.
Makes great stuff. He's an amazing dude.
I think they're still building stuff, right?
He is doing.
Are they still building? Okay, I just didn't know if they were still building stuff because it's been so long. Like, I'm hearing so many different names that have come and gone throughout the scene. You know what I mean?
He's been He's been doing the S10 front and control arms now. He's finally releasing them to the public after a 10-year break from making everyone world first over him.
Yeah, from the pallet that's sitting in the back of his yard for all these years.
He does make the best S10 control arms out. So,
and that's crazy though, because now there's so many other competitors out there that are building the similar product of his. You know, similar control arms. Every other shop out there now has their own version of control arms or builds their control arms in house.
Right.
So yeah. Other than, are you going to you're not doing any shows, you're focusing on business. Is it hard for you to do business and stuff with the kids and family and stuff that you have, or
does he have kids?
Do you have kids?
I have 3 kids.
Damn.
They're all like adults. I'm almost 43 years old.
Damn, so, you're 43?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. He looks really good.
I know, dude.
Like we're gonna be 40.
Yeah,
and no.
I turned 40 in April.
I got a lot of
life. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah.
No, I'm probably part native. I don't know. I'm from Oklahoma, so I don't know.
Very high
good genes.
Yeah,
my sister is like 45 or 46, and she looks like she's 15. So, but yeah, I have a 21-year-old son named Caleb. I have a almost 18-year-old son named Chase. He's like the mini me. He's very gung ho making stuff. And then I got my daughter who's turning 16.
Wow.
This year. So I don't know any. We have cats. We have a couple cats.
Nice. A day in the life of Meow and Switches.
Yeah. Maverick and Goose, the cats.
Now you're just gonna have to do like a cat version. There's somebody out there who's building a fucking Hello Kitty mini truck and needs a Hello Kitty version of a.
That would probably be Riley.
of a Chad Chris.
My daughter, she's gonna be 15 this May, and she's obsessed with Hello Kitty. Yeah, she would probably.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You haven't heard of anyone being obsessed with Hello Kitty and so on. It's a big thing again.
Oh yeah, it's
huge. Everything's making a comeback, dude.
Yeah.
Even Jinko jeans.
Oh yeah, Jinko jeans.
Those are fine, but mom jeans.
I know those are horrible. But it's all making a comeback. It's all making a comeback. It's all making a comeback.
The Jinko jeans, I remember buying a pair of them for like $80, and that was a stretch. Like, holy crap. Now they're going the same jeans that I would have bought back in early 2000s. It's like $200-$300. I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah. Jinko jeans, gross. Every time I see a like a lady walking through the mall or something, and she's got them high, like the Urkel high, like straight leg high water jeans on with like some Keds. I'm just like, is this the new fashion?
Oh,
Like,
so
mom
much
was
fucking weird.
like,
It's-
"Ooh."
Yeah. So earlier, Brandon or
No,
Sean said
Sean was
about
asking about. Oh, there you go.
Sean said he's seen a light up version of your Switchbox in green. Is that still available? Or was that?
That was a one-off. I did
one-off.
it. At one point, I was buying buttons just for test sampling,
Hmm.
and that's where the white buttons came out in my controllers because it was hard to appease everyone because everyone's like, I want green orange, and I want red, and I want purple. And when I'm hand soldering, circuit boards, it's pretty difficult. Like here's the inside of a controller box.
Shit, dude.
Holy! So that's the brain.
This is the brain because it's all analog. So this is the relay boards.
Oh wow.
You've got plugs for the controller side, and then
Look at that.
PCB.
Holy shit.
That's
And
Wow, man.
the controller boards look like this. This is the insides of the old controllers. Everything I have left is for warranty purposes.
Oh, okay.
So I got big things of boards,
Oh, all right.
and they're just full of buttons.
Oh shit.
So
All
this is
for
the
warranty.
insides of my controllers.
So all for warranty. So like if somebody loses a button or one button gets broken.
Look at that.
Yep.
Wow.
I just ship them one of these. Each one of these costs me like $40.
And how
Holy
and
crap.
damn. See,
And
you
I
don't
got extras left over.
want to reveal those secrets on your thing, way.
I'm just saying, so,
You don't want to
so
reveal.
if someone hooks me up and I send them one of these for like $50 ship, just know.
Now, okay.
Make you smile.
Holy crap. Okay, my bad.
Because these things are expensive. And I ain't
bet.
making these
I
controllers
believe it.
anymore. So
I believe it, because they should having to fucking have the buttons like that. So no matter even if one button breaks or one button malfunctions, it's a complete replacement.
I mean, if somebody wanted to go in and desolder like the pins,
Yeah, and then pull that button out.
put a new button in. Like I actually have blank boards too that don't have buttons in them.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, if somebody wanted to send me an unrealistic amount of money
To make a custom.
I would make a custom button one, but
That's probably gonna take a retarded
like,
amount.
just $500. Can I get a new board? Sure. I'll
Yeah.
do it for that. But when you have I've like literally I probably have
many
like
buttons,
50 of these left for warranties. I
Okay.
shipped maybe since I stopped selling these controllers,
20's a 20.
Fucking Brad.
I've probably warranted 4 controllers.
Yeah.
That's
Damn, dude,
about it.
that's crazy because how it breaks down in price from just the fucking buttons alone,
Mhm.
and then all of a sudden it just boom. It's
These
shit.
buttons are like $3 a piece,
Holy fuck!
and there's 12 of them.
I spent a lot
Holy
more
shit.
on sillier. I spent a lot more on a lot sillier.
Sillier?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
a lot of us have, but still, it's,
Well, yeah, that was like when I had the AccuAir. What the hell was that kit that came on the Frontier?
Oh, the one with the half E level. It had the E level, but you had
It
to
wasn't
buy
E level, but it was the one
version of
before.
it. They had the black
It was
control.
an E level without the sensors, probably.
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah.
It was that one.
Yeah, and
So it was
it,
a switch speed with a different logo.
Pretty
oh
much.
yeah, no, it was switch speed.
There you go.
Yep.
No,
AccuAir switch
it
speed.
died on me when I was driving home or when I was driving to work. I had to call my buddy. We literally harvested everything off of the truck and converted it all back to manual in the parking lot of the apartment complex that I was working at. And it was just, all right, cool. It all works. And we drove it. I drove it home that night and I never changed it.
When will your new controllers be ready for purchase? Comment down there,
It's going
Nico.
to be a couple months.
Couple months.
Me and the wife are working on that now. She helps me. She's my money backer.
Oh. There you go.
Basically, it's
Butter.
making products is never easy. I'm just making sure everything's right, everything's perfect, and I'm trying to
And
make
that's good because you're taking the time for that kind of stuff. You're being meticulous and to make sure that the product is going to be right. It's not going to have fuck up and flaws. And I highly doubt you have anybody ever fucking return.
I mean, in all reality, not
I've
to
never
sound,
had a return.
not
one.
to sound stupid, corny, but I mean, his name is literally on it.
Yeah.
Not to make a pun or any jokes,
Yeah.
but I mean, his name's literally on the product,
Yeah.
so he's got to make sure
That
what
is
he's putting
right.
out is what it is, and that's
Right.
that's why me personally, after this last go around, no, I'll switch.
And the thing is everything that I develop, it's a little harder to develop too, because I want to make everything serviceable. Like the
And
bolt, these are replaceable.
Yep.
Like I don't know of any other controller on the market where you can just replace
No,
the PCB.
there ain't nobody out there right now, sir.
None.
It's you know what it is, man. When you have a
Replaceable.
controller go out, when any
You buy
controller,
the whole controller.
yeah, they pretty much tell you replace it.
Yep.
Just
I actually
replace
had a customer buy a Dodge Ram from someone else over on the East Coast, and it had really bad rust.
it. Yeah.
And the valve was fine, but all the solenoids were toasting it. And he calls me and he goes, I think I need a new valve. And I go, I don't think you do. And he goes, what do you mean? I go, just go on my website and buy the replacement solenoids. And he bought them for $20 a piece. And he goes, you saved me half of the cost. He goes, why'd you do that? I go, because I can. I don't, it's a replaceable solenoid. You can just replace them on the side of the road. I don't know of any other valve where you can just go, okay, I'm back on the road again.
Yeah,
That's
no,
the whole purpose of this.
no. I mean, the thing that I've always been like, I've always watched everything you've done. I've watched my roommate at the time buy your product. The thing, and even when we got the product, to the house, it was, dude, this is like 100% serviceable. Like, I mean, any part that goes out, you can change it out. Like, this is actually a really like legit product.
And that's what's cool though, because you don't see that.
No, yeah, I don't. I mean, I'm running the
Dang.
SS. I'm running the SS block with the switch or with the switch cable. I don't care for the switch that I have because it's plugs in and it's just, it seems. What
If I could afford it, I would definitely buy one of your products and throw it in my
Oh
convertible.
no,
or
I can
whatnot.
tell you right now, I'll switch.
You know,
right now.
I want to switch
Oh, yeah.
because
Everything I've gotten, I've won in raffles and all that fun stuff. So don't get me wrong, but if I'm gonna buy the next thing that I'm gonna buy, no, it's gonna be.
but yeah, and this is what Len. On top of that, like Chris said, I like the fact that like I would switch, not for the fact that everybody's got it, but for the fact that we're talking to you and you're literally going, hey man, I am very meticulous. This is what you're gonna get. My product is gonna be at 110% of
Mhm.
what you want it to be, and
Yep.
that you can sit there and be like, hey man, you're gonna put this in your truck, and I guarantee you, in fucking 2 or 3 months, if you don't drive it, you're gonna get in there, hit the switch, and it's gonna be fucking fine. You're not gonna fight with it. You're not gonna have a problem. It's not gonna air up out of nowhere, or leak down, or do something stupid like most
Right.
other products. I bet you've seen that with products you use where 1 minute you hit it down, you're driving, or you're
Mhm.
at a parking lot and it'll be like psh, aired up already. Yeah, or dipped down.
I've had a few customers hit me up probably within the last 4 or 5 months. They're like, hey, I'm getting leakage on the valve and it's only like a couple months old. And I'm like, there's probably debris in it. There's no other reason for it to leak. It has to have debris in it. Oh, I don't think it's debris in it. And then they open it up and they're like, oh, sure shit, there's debris in it. And then they just clean.
and put it back together.
Yep.
Yep.
It's done. Oh, it's all good now, bro. I'm like,
And
"Oh."
that's tight though, because it's able to be, like Chris said, it's serviceable.
Yep.
So if we tell you, hey man, and you're like, hey man, take it apart, check this, you should be golden.
Yep.
And that's what's good, because we're not going to sit there and wait a few weeks to hear from somebody or be like, oh, just replace it.
Yep.
So.
And I don't want that. I don't need that. I want people to talk about it. I want people to go, oh, dude, like I had a problem. I was trying to go to Mini Nats, like one of the, I forgot what show it was. I had a guy working on his truck.
You know that, Kevin.
Like
Yes,
a Mini Nat crunch, and he goes, the valve's not working.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, all right, unhook the wires from it and just run 12 volts to it. Oh, it's working now. I go, then it's not the valve. And it wound up being bad connections from like an ABS switch.
Because of infamous testing, that's probably fucking why.
But see,
Flip everything, get rid of everything in between, jumper the valve. If the valve still works, it's not the valve.
But see, here's the thing though. Now, when someone reaches out, are they getting your old lady or are they getting you?
Me, 100% of the time.
Point.
There you go.
That's my point.
Perfect.
That's why I would switch hands
you
down
go.
right now to Chad Chris's products, because you're going to get someone that actually knows who built it, designed it, the whole nine
And will tell you
yards.
and tested it
And,
vigorously.
yeah, he's tested all of his stuff. I've watched him test all of his stuff.
and there you go, man. You know, I followed you when you were doing the renderings, but
Yep.
and then after that, I never thought, I was like, damn, this dude's got some badass shit.
Oh no,
You know, and then all of a sudden it's like, this dude's building parts. This dude's doing like
it's all serviceable. And
Yeah.
that's what I like, because he's not from the Midwest. He's in the Midwest. So like he said, he doesn't have a lot of car shows that he can go to. There's not a lot of shows that happens. Well, you've got snow.
Yep.
So
And everybody puts their
back
shit
there,
away.
everyone lets all the air out. You know, you go through your truck in the wintertime.
Yep.
For us out here in the desert, that's summertime. Summertime, we start messing with our trucks. If we have AC in the garage, you know, swamp coolers, whatever it is, that's the time we build our trucks.
Yep, we start at 5:30 in the morning, pissing off the neighbors.
Yep. And then by 10
every day here. So
Dude, telling you,
by 10, 11 o'clock, you're in the house with a cold beer, and it's like, God damn,
Yeah,
it's too
bro.
hot to be outside.
for
in the
real,
garage.
like I'm telling you right now, Chad, like out here at summertime, you're looking at fucking like 1:15 at like what
11
in the morning.
11 o'clock. It's
So
1:15.
it's like, yeah,
Yeah,
hell
dude.
no.
Yeah, you do. We
install
install
that,
that. Like, what do we install? What do we install, Sean?
great custom
Oh, Thomas
service.
Wells. Oh yeah, no, yeah, and that's
Yeah,
what I like.
that's
about
what I'm
Chad.
saying. Like that's
Yep.
awesome customer service
Yeah.
because it's him.
Yep.
It's the builder. It's the man. Like it's a dude. You're
It's
not gonna
the
get.
man.
Yeah, it's the man who's.
It
can
doesn't
tell you-
bother me at all to talk to people too, because sometimes it's a learning experience. I had one guy, he took a valve, brand new valve, did a full brand new build, had one
Yeah.
of my black 8XLs, and he goes, "There's something causing it to leak past," and he opens it up, and there was a bunch of aluminum shavings
Yep.
in the hole. He goes, "It must have happened during machining." I go, "Well, what color is the aluminum shavings?" He goes, "Oh, they're little silver ones." I go, "The valve's been anodized black."
Yep.
So it didn't come from the valve. I go, "What kind of tank you got?" And he had one of those spun aluminum ones. And he goes, "Oh, shit." He goes, "I think it came from me." I go,
from the inside.
And see, that's
Like-
one of the things.
"Blow it out, put it back together. You'll be good to go."
Yeah,
Damn.
that's one of the things. Like if I switch over to Chad Chris, I've got to delete the 2 3.5 gallon tanks I have because they're disturbingly steel.
Yeah.
So those got to go. There's no drain port on them.
Well, see, that's why I
That's
gotta.
another one.
Oh, I know I've got water in my system. I know.
Definitely. Fucking mine.
That's why, like, if I'm gonna switch,
Mine is like-
we're going all out,
Yeah.
balls out.
Get a square tank from your boys over at Switch.
I'll hit up Switch, or I'll hit up Leah,
Tommy.
or I'll just hit up you.
Yeah, or we'll just go straight directly to the man.
Oh, Anthony England, what's your
And-
serial count on the blocks that you got out now?
Jesus.
Jesus, dude, what kind of
Where's-
question
where's
is that,
Craig?
dude?
Where's Craig at?
I know. We're waiting on Waldo.
700 or something, 600 or 700. I don't
They're a
don't
lot.
touch the valves.
It's a lot.
They,
For him to count.
Craig? No,
this
Craig's
is going to sound funny, but the place that manufactures my valves is this little tiny machine shop out of Mount Ida, Arkansas.
Yeah.
There's these really nice
Good fucking question.
older ladies who
Yeah.
sit there and hand build every valve,
What?
Oh,
and they drop ship for me. All I do is send a PO.
Damn.
all
So
right.
it's
It's
pretty great. I drove down there and took a tour.
Yeah.
It's just a small little. I'm at Mount Ida,
And
Arkansas.
Just a bunch of old ladies building valves.
I love it. I love it. Every time I call, Teresa's just like, "Oh, Mount Ida, Arkansas, Teresa." I'm like, "Oh, I just love it."
No, like nah, she has it. Yeah, no.
Chad, I don't know.
But the
I don't
controllers and stuff I make.
Hey, Chad.
Controllers I make. Fender markers I make. But
Damn.
the valves, I never touch any of them, so I have no clue what serial number I'm even on. It's got to be in the 6s.
I want a black, but I have half-inch lines. Maybe one day he'll build one with half-inch lines.
Actually,
Oh,
you can use this as a learning experience. The size of the port does not matter.
Nope.
Every manifold valve on Earth has an 1/8 inch inner orifice. So you could put the the biggest fitting you want on the outside of a valve, and you're only going to slow your vehicle down. So typically, I prefer to use 3/16 airline, quarter inch, like small stuff, because the air is coming out of this tiny ass hole in that valve.
Okay. So can you see Trevor's question right now?
Can you see that question?
We plug and play setup. Think quick connect from the valve to the switch box. I could do that.
Okay, but think about it. Like, that's
the problem is all systems are different. That's why everybody has, if they have an AccuAir setup, they got this huge roll of leftover double plugged end wires,
cut it off,
and then I would just have to charge more. You know what I mean? It's just
I had to do that because I had to buy like
you've bought a lot of blocks.
I've bought so many blocks throughout
the amount of blocks that this guy's bought.
I could have bought one of his blocks.
See,
he's like, hold on.
Try to make everything as user friendly as possible. Like my controllers have a plug on them, and this plug actually plugs into the AccuAir stuff.
Are you fucking serious? You know how nice that is?
So in all reality, you can buy that cord, not that one, Chris. Yep.
See, this one goes to the.
You can buy Chad's cord, and you can be Chad Chris cool.
With just the cord itself.
See, look,
right there. I could ghetto make my own block now.
No, I'm running.
This is the controller relay board.
Then people are gonna go, "What are you running? Just the inside and the cord." I made my own box.
I'm on a budget build.
I'm on a budget build.
But see, that's the thing.
And then if I do that,
I like all of his products because he thinks outside the box. Like, okay, cool, I'm gonna make it so it's not
easy
universal, but it is universal.
Easy. That work. Yeah. So.
Oh god, I love that
so
thing.
This hole,
it
fits the AccuAir pressure sensor plug.
What the fuck?
Craig,
this guy, dude.
Hey,
you hear that, Craig?
Craig, that's what the hole in the bottom of your block is.
The only reason why that plug is that hole is there because it literally slips through like a key.
Fucking shit, dude.
You have thought of it all,
dude. You went down to the minor detail of having to fucking figure out.
Oh yeah,
like,
he has. 100%.
Just to fucking but what's good is like it all goes to AccuAir. It'll all fit. So I'm like, man, dude, that's
That was before I had a controller though. So I was using the switch speeds and stuff.
Make the box fit everyone's stuff. Yes.
Yep.
Back to this one with the slowdowns. The reason why there's two slowdowns is because the ports are split. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 only dump to one side of the valve. So if you do 1, 2 to the front right here, this slowdown, like if you have you want the back and the front to lower down at the same speed, you can actually twist the set screw in and it'll block off the dump port so that you can dial it in and get the vehicle to go down flat.
What?
So
damn, dude, that's like that's like almost auto, but without
tuning there.
That's that's fine. That's minor
I got
details.
one from CCE and Manifold and Switchbox are completely plug and play. I have not tried it yet, but just wondering, bro.
Yeah, one day if it keeps going good, I'll eventually expand. It's a lot has changed. I used to just have this hanging out of the controller. Now there's a plug system.
Okay.
So I'm slowly adapting. Things are changing. My problem is I don't want to be expensive because once you price yourself out, it's you get this valve. This thing is $495 or whatever. It's the cost of a VU4 and it's solid billet, made in the U.S.
That's how much.
Yep.
Oh,
I got prices on it.
$50 or something now. So this is actually cheaper.
Okay.
Once you start getting crazy, then you get up like Airlift makes a great system, but their valves are like $800. I'm like, holy crap! Like,
dude,
I'm trying to keep it as budget friendly and fixable as possible. If your Airlift valve goes down, you're on the side of the road. You're gonna mail it off to them and stuff, and then you have nothing. Me, I'm just like, I'll just send you a solenoid real quick.
All right, yo. Well, I want to thank you again, man, for coming on.
No, thank you.
Yeah, dude. Thank you.
Like, I'm gonna just I'll take over Moses right now, but I mean I've watched your stuff probably since 18, 17, and my roommate's gotten your stuff. I've paid attention, and so, just thank you for everything you're doing to help. Just the truck community, car community, everything in general. You're going all out. You're making parts that are accessible, maintenanceable, parts that are replaceable. You're taking the time to go all out and even message people back, call people back. You're the person on the other end of the line, and that's why, when you popped up last week, I was like, no, we gotta have him on the show.
You weirdo.
I know. And now
if we would have had your number, I would have called you.
Literally Google my name and it'll probably pop up.
I would have called you on. I would have called you on last week's podcast, but we're running out of time. Battery life in general.
Yeah, but dude, thank you.
Yeah, you're taking this to a whole new level. Everybody's watching.
If you got some stickers or something, just send them some stickers, man.
Sure.
Yeah. And you know what? We'll find a way to send you a lay frame T-shirt, man.
I will send. I'll send him my shirt.
There you go. Chris is going to send you his shirt.
Hell yeah. I'll take it. We'll do like a little pen pal thing. I'll send
There we go. There you go.
Done.
Awesome.
I got it. I got this. So obviously most people know how to reach you, but how can anyone that's tuning in right now, how can they reach you?
It's best to just hit me up on Facebook. And then if you need to email me, it's just chadchrisdesign@gmail.com. Okay. It's pretty simple. It's been that for as long as I can remember. Awesome. I always respond. If I don't respond to an email, it's because it went to junk and I just didn't have it. But I always call people back. A lot of people that hit me up, if they have any issues or questions or whatever, it typically I'll just be like, here, call me. And I'll just message people my number. And they'll just call me and I'll just sit out there and be like, all right, well, this is what I can do for you.
Hell cool, yeah. Man. See, and that's another awesome selling point just on it alone.
See, there you go.
He's going to take the time to, hey, this is my cell. Just hit me up. That you don't get that from a lot of people. You don't. You gotta wait. You gotta wait for an email. They're going to tell you a whole breakdown. Right
now, ladies and gentlemen, Chad Chris, once again, thank you. And if you are not getting his products, get them. All right. So hopefully we'll have you on again, man.
No, and definitely.
Hopefully we'll bring you in town.
Oh yeah, hopefully we can get you in town.
We're gonna be down there. We're gonna start traveling soon because she's
as soon as you start traveling, just I'm gonna be in Phoenix this date.
Yeah, and then I'll have some money ready, and then you can bring some parts down.
Hit Moses up, hit Moses up, hit the producers up, hit me up, and we'll get you on away. That exact week. If we have to push somebody off, cool, we'll push them
or we'll bring you on as a special
guest. You guys need a discounted valve. Now's the time to get it because the 8XLs are on my website for like $375.
Oh shit. $375. All right, cool.
Chad,
you heard it.
I get paid tomorrow.
See, and now I'm gonna give you money to get me one.
I'm basically like liquidating them because, of course, the sensors don't fit inside unless you mutilate them. So I'm just gonna get them out there. Everyone knows that the cords are a pain in the ass to make fit, but I have them priced at cost.
Okay. Fucking get on that, dude. Well, get on that. We'll have our fucking I'll definitely.
Once they're gone, they're gone, and this will be the only one left.
All right, you keep that. You have to. You put that on top of your tumbler shelf.
Yep. You need to start your own tumbler shelf. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly, man.
So Chad, thank you again, everybody from Lay Frame.
Thank you guys.
Chris, thank you.
No, thank you for taking the time tonight. I appreciate you.
No problem at all, man.
All right. Bye.
See you later.
Later.